this evening. We had such great fun. I hope you had too. What do you think about the night tonight?
We loved it. It was awesome. Vibe was amazing. The light show was good. The crowd sung along. Great gig.
Can't ask for more than that. Can't ask for more. It was great.
Great.
Considering the trip we had today, it was a great ending.
Yeah, I guess it was a tiring one. So you came all the way from the U.S., right?
We came all the way from the U.S. a couple weeks ago, and we've been touring Europe, and we're doing that for the entire month of July.
Tunisia last night. We were in Tunisia last night.
And we flew to Paris, and then we flew here.
Oh, okay, that was hectic enough, I guess. Never mind.
It's just tired.
So, because time is pressing us a bit, I'm gonna skip some of the questions. So,
Take it down.
So what are you currently working on?
An Andain album. Do you remember Beautiful Things from 4 years ago?
Yeah, who doesn't remember that?
Okay, well, we're working on a full-length album with the singer Mavi Marcos, and the sound is kind of taking a indie dance kind of turn right now. But we're going to do a lot of remixes of the songs and play them out.
That sounds quite interesting. We're looking forward to seeing it. So, any other future projects that you're willing to plan?
I have a new track called Summit that's coming out, and we just finished the Killers remix and Shiny Toy Guns remix.
Mixed CD for Tool Room Records. It's going to be called Tool Room Nights Volume 2, mixed by Gabriel Dresden.
Okay, that's a lot of work coming up. You have to get,
October 1st.
And what do you think about the Cyprus scene in electronic music? What's your advice?
Every time they come here, it rocks. So we say it rocks. Maybe they can close the clubs a little later, but it rocks. We played on the beach last year. It rocked. We played in Nicosia 3 years ago, in a small club. It was really good. And we're playing in Limassol in a few weeks.
It's quite something new for the same you're coming within a month twice.
Yeah,
it's
unusual.
So, what's your opinion for promoting the electronic dance music?
What was the question?
What's your opinion about the magazines that promote the electronic dance music of the world?
You answer that one.
Do you think they really have a purpose? Do you really think that it's worth it?
They have a purpose. For us, it's tough to fit into those magazines because we don't fit in the house category. We don't
It's kind of like radio. You know how in radio, if you don't fit in a box, it's hard to be who you are. And I think for people like us who play every style of music there is, we don't fit in a box, so it's hard for them to put their finger on us. And we get frustrated by those magazines.
But that said, I was born and raised on Mix Mag and DJ, and I used to be a journalist in the 90s for many U.S. magazines, DJ Times, DMA, Herb. I did that's how I pretty much got into the industry and interviewed a lot of DJs. Some of my interviews can be found on the internet on about.com.
Okay, so maybe your opinion on that is a bit contradictory, because you are born and raised on magazines, but still you don't really like them because they don't really.
I think the scene was a little newer then, so it was a little bit more people that were more involved in the scene, writing about them. Now it seems like they're just trying to sell ads and sell a light.
Hype up the drug culture. It's more about drugs and looking good than it is about music.
Yeah, drugs is an upcoming matter on this one, and I would like to know your opinion about drugs and the EDM scene. How important are drugs in maintaining this?
I think drugs and music go really well together, so I think it's kind of like Italian food without wine.
Drugs have done good things for us.
Yes.
If you don't believe that drugs have done good things for us, do me a favor. Go home tonight, take all your albums, your tapes, and your CDs, and burn them.
I have that one. Trust me, I love one. It's a really exciting track.
That being said, that comedy bit references the Beatles, who did lots of drugs. Lots of bands do lots of drugs. Keith Richards has done more drugs than.
I don't think it has anything to do with dance. I think it just has to do with music and people in general.
And it just sort of gets figured out. Dance music is confusing to a lot of people that don't actually know how. So they have to like find a way to break it down and tear it down and make it seem scary to the masses, perhaps.
Right, so another question, just before we close. What's your best advice you have for beginners who like to get into producing and DJing?
Bootlegs of songs that people want to play. Because if you make a bootleg, then you can give it to a DJ, and even though they may not know you, the song itself might be interesting for them to play.
A lot of DJs have gotten known by making bootlegs. I think Blake Jarrell is a really good example of somebody who got really well known for a bootleg.
Blake Jarrell it's a name that we hear often nowadays.
Yeah, his Chasing Cars mix last year was the bomb.
Another question. Do you consider a DJ as an artist, or do you believe that a DJ has to be a producer to consider as artist?
I don't think that you have to do anything. You just have to be good at what you do. It helped me as a DJ to become a producer because I understood the music more and I understood the technicality of music by learning how to produce. And it's for me more rewarding going into a club and playing music that I had a part in making. But that being said, you can take other people's music and make art with it too. So
basically, what you're saying is that a proper producer should be able to be in position to promote his tracks through proper DJing skills.
It's not necessarily about promotion. It's just about being a complete artist. DJing is one aspect of dance music culture, and producing is another aspect. And when you put the two together, you have something quite special.
I went to art school, and for me, art is framing something so that people can see your take on something. And whether that's taking a piece of trash and putting it up on the wall, or playing somebody else's music, or playing your own music, I think art is in the ear or the eye of the beholder. And so I think anybody can be considered an artist as long as they frame reality in a way that other people are interested in listening to.
Right, that's an interesting aspect. So, but we have to admit that 10 years ago, producers and DJs were divided by, let's say, a thick line rather than a thin one.
That's just because DJing has become so competitive, and that anybody, and it's easy to get music, so with Beatport and other places, so anybody can get the same music that's available. And if you're making your own music, then you have stuff that other people don't have, and it sets you apart. So I think that's the real reason why to stand out, people need to produce their own tracks, but I don't think it's necessary.
Since we mentioned Beatport and all those stores, what is your opinion on MP3 sales and generally the promotion of music through MP3 and not through Vine?
We love it.
Money that did not exist 4 years ago.
Well, that's true.
It's training people to pay for music. It gives them a forum that's nice, and it's much nicer than going on SoulSeek and just seeing a bunch of returns. Plus, MP3s don't really sound that good, so Beatport offers you, WAV files, which are the full frequency audio files, and they sound much better. So it's just good that people can find dance music, because it used to be vinyl only, and nobody had turntables except DJs. So really, nobody could get dance music, and that's, I think, what proliferated the piracy of dance music on the internet.
Okay, I would like to thank you for this interview. I'd like to thank you for coming to our land and giving us such a great time today. And we hope to see you again in 5 weeks.
We'll be back in a few weeks.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.